Wow, ang bilis Pentecost na. Which is also a major event some underestimated. But, kasi, ang tingin ko, like, coming from how I look at it, madali maintindihan yung ama, may tatay tayo. Or naging anak tayo, yung pagmamahal ng anak, kay Jesus. Pag sinabi mong ama, anak, alam mong tao eh. Person. Pero may something profound pag sinabing spirit. So how do I approach the spirit to enrich my Christian life?
Correct, no? Una, theologically, dogmatically, the Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son. So, link siya ng ama at ng anak. So, meron pinatawag tayong family spirit. Parang the tradition of relationships in a family. Ang tawagan minsan is kindred spirit. Sometimes yung kindred spirit mo, hindi naman kapamilya mo. Pero parang tinatawag na before, soulmate.
Soulmate.
Diba? Kindredness. So, connectivity. I think that's the,
The bond.
The bond. Pero bakit sa person?
Oo nga eh.
Siguro ating masasabi, corporate personality. It's the person that bound or that bonds to others or more, and it becomes person in the sense that it becomes even a legal personality, an entity eh. Di ba sa atin? Yung corporate personality, spirit. So, definitely it defies pag gusto mong i-individuate, no? Kasi parang it always comes from a unity, a certain bond between others. No? But that's, I think, the meaning of really of the Holy Spirit. Yan, dogmatically, in terms of our dogma, because we say that from the Nicene Creed, I believe in the Holy Spirit who proceeds from the Father and the Son, who with the Father and the Son is adored and glorified because divinity rin siya, divine siya. Pero, mas magaling maintindihan ng Spirit because there are manifestations of the Spirit.
There's a result.
Expressions.
There are expressions.
So, paano mo malaman na meron kayong family spirit? O siguro, ang Christmas nyo, ibang-iba sa ibang pamilya. Di ba? Ang tawag po sa amin sa probinsya ng Nasugbu, Batangas, ay yung pamilyang Kalampag.
Kalampag?
Kasi, yung halakhak, yung tawanan ng pamilya ng Oliva, ibang-iba daw. Kasi siguro, yung lolo namin, magaling magkwento at engaging sa kanyang 11 anak. 11 kids. Pero siguro, because 2 died early on in their childhood, actually siyam. And parang it is the spirit of that family na na-infect ang iba, sabi ng iba. Dumadaan lang kami sa bahay niyo.
Sumasaya na sila.
Tumatawa rin daw sila. Hindi naman alam kung ano pinag-uusapan. Natatawa sila kasi sa halakhakan. Kaya nga Kalampag ang pangalan. So don't you realize that the world, the universe, it started with a divine wind that hovered over the abyss. The Spirit of God hovered over what we would call the formless water. So, nalagyan niya ng something, not added but something that distinguishes what a world is where it is spirited. Where it is spirited. So, there are manifestations, there are expressions. Ngayon, pupunta tayo biblically. Di ba may iba tawag sa kanya, gifts of the Spirit. Let's start with the gifts. Kasi, pag biniligan po tayo, we're given the 4 moral, or we could call it cardinal virtues. It comes from the Spirit. And the 3 other religious virtues called faith, hope, and love. So, pag tayo nabinyagan, we were made children of God, members of the church, and so we were given a relationship with the Father and the Son and the Spirit by the Spirit, faith, love, and hope. Pero we are members of the church, we were given also relational virtues. Di ba? Prudence, bago ka magsalita, ng pag-isipan mo, tapos bago mag-decide rather, tapos bago ka mag-judge, justice. Di ba? Balance, di ba? Kasi meron tayong mga prejudgments tayo palagi, di ba? And hindi lang yon, nagkakaroon din tayo ng malis, no? So, mali siya. Kasi hindi mo naman alam lahat eh. And so, just be fair. Tanungin mo both sides. Temperance, di ba? Naaakit ka kagad sa immediate good. When probably it's not so good.
Or it's not so instant.
So these are the gifts. Even fortitude is, we evade what seems to be painful. But probably it's most important to have it. Kasi how could you cross a street if you are afraid? It's essential to survival. Di ba? So the Spirit assists us both in our relationship with the Father and the Son and the Spirit, with the Trinity, with faith, love, and hope. And He also...
So sa binyag pa lang yan?
Binyag pa lang yan.
Hindi pa sa kumpil yan, eh?
Hindi pa yan sa kumpil. Ngayon, ang kumpil, sinasabi na, meron kang gifts of the Spirit.
Okay.
Kasi when you're becoming mature, getting to
nakakapag-isip ka na, may wisyo ka na.
Ayun, kailangan mo ng gifts of the Spirit. 7 gifts ang tawag dyan. No? The first 4 refers to your judgment of the mind, decision-making.
Okay.
So you need knowledge, understanding, intelligence.
Gifts din ang tawag?
And wisdom.
Intelligence,
so these are the 4 gifts for your capacity to parang maintindihan mo ang kalooban ng Diyos, ang gusto ng Diyos, para magkaroon ka ng ganong knowledge and understanding of God's desires, and even have the wisdom. Yung parang may intuition yan, and of course, intelligence. Pero, the other 3 is, now that you know, not now that you understand, is still difficult to act upon it.
To implement.
So, the 3 gifts are courage, fortitude, and fear of the Lord, and above all, piety. Piety means, hindi ito yung payus-payus ka na eh. Piety means, you know there's only one God.
Yun pala yun.
Yun ang piety. There's no other God but Him. So becoming pious person is, wala kang ibang kasi nga, you have to act on the gift of the knowledge of understanding.
That help you comprehend things and decide.
So you enter into that pious regard for God. Kasi nga, siya naman talaga ang isa. Hindi siya may alam talaga. So I'll have that piety, that disposition, that desire, that decision to act upon my wisdom and knowledge. So I live a life of piety. I live a life of, parang a wholehearted love for God. Pero isa pa courage. Kasi mahirap ang pinapagawa ng Diyos. It's many times against the grain, not against your will. It's not against your desire. It's against the world's mentality, the world's way of
the world's
judging.
Norm.
And therefore, you need the fear of the Lord. Fear of the Lord, hindi ka takot sa Diyos. You're afraid to hurt God.
To hurt God.
Diba, how I fear, in that sense, I'm afraid to hurt my mother's feelings. She's my mom. She loves me. I wish I would not be able to hurt her at all. But sometimes, probably, my way. No? So these 7 gifts of the Spirit are gifts. Wala ka diyang parang pondo to deserve it. All you have to do is use this or employ this para you have the right decisions and you have enough
courage,
strength and will to act upon the right decisions. Tama?
And you have the courage.
Pero may isa pa charisms.
Oo nga
Ang charism,
narinig ko yan sa charismatic movement.
Yes. Ang charisms is a gift specific to a person. We are individuals and we are unrepeatable. We're also given a specific charism, but it has this very important
function.
Parang quality ba?
Quality.
it is for the common good.
You can use it for the community.
Only the charism, the gift rather, becomes a charismatic gift when you're able to use it for the benefit
of others, right?
Of others. Ang tawag doon, common good. So, let me put it this way. While you have natural gifts, natural talents, no? You grew up with a good voice. Di ba? It doesn't mean that your charism is to sing solo in the church.
That's true.
Kasi pwede mangyari.
Hindi siya pang common good.
Hindi, ang mga tao, hindi nakakanta.
Dahil ang galing mo eh.
Ang galing mo eh.
Masarap makinig na lang.
So, here, I could really say, there are two persons I can vouch. Celeste Legaspi.
And Jo
in Tahanan, no? Village. And Jo Marichan. They did not ask themselves to be soloists for the responsorials. Kasi, ikaw na lang palagi. How about the others? They can also say, hindi ako kasing galing ni Jose Marie. Hindi ako kasing galing ni Celeste.
Ibang boses si Celeste, mga ganyan.
Oo, ibang antas yan eh.
Oo.
So, ang ginawa nila, they became lectors. Eh, kahit anong prodding mo kay Celeste o kay Jose Marie Chan, to sing, maging responsorial psalmist, no. Because it will, I don't know why you call it will not allow people to give themselves also to sing in that case. No? So, in that sense, sana choir members are gifted, di ba? Talented. But what would make you use your charism for the common good? Yan na si St. Paul, 1 Corinthians 13. I can speak all the languages of men. But if I have no love, then I'm just a useless gong. A clanging cymbal.
A useless noise.
A noise, gulo. Nanggugulo pa ako.
So for Pentecost, how I pray to the Holy Spirit to activate these gifts or to maximize it?
Yes, to be, ang tawag doon, docile.
What do you mean docile?
Permit the Spirit to act upon me.
Okay.
To parang inspire sa thoughts
guide.
And enlighten enlighten me sa mind, no? Tama, dapat. Pero inspire. Spirit
the
inspire.
The flame.
Parang give me parang the warmth. 'Di ba pag init na init ka, gusto mong mag-work,
gusto mong actionan.
Oo. So enlightenment and enlivenment.
Ganda. Ngayon mo na naisip yan
Light.
Ganda.
And life.
And enacted, di ba?
Loving, living.
Ganda.
Lighting, loving. Yun ang Espiritu Santo po. So imagine, no? This fantastic gift of the Spirit to us, left by Jesus because of His death and resurrection. Di ba, in His death, He breathed His last. He bowed down according to the Gospel of John. And handed over the Spirit. To whom? To His mother and the beloved disciple, to the church that was represented by these two. And then, in the evening of the first day of the week, He went to that cenacle again where the apostles, the 11 were gathered at 10. 10, wala pa si Thomas.
Wala si Thomas.
And He said, receive the Holy Spirit. Yeah? Peace be with you. Receive the Holy Spirit. He breathed on them. Pero kay St. Luke, may 40-day gap.
May 40 days na may tongues of fire, di ba?
Ayun, sa Acts of the Apostles.
Sa Acts naman yun.
Yung kanyang sequel book, The Gospel and the Acts.
Yung kay Luke, ano nga?
Kay Luke, anong?
Sabi mo, di ba, isa yung they breathe, Jesus said, receive the Spirit.
Di ba, breath, ano?
Breath. Yung isa?
Fire.
Tongues of fire. Tongues of fire.
Kasi, enkindle in us with the fire of your love. Send forth your Spirit and it shall renew the face of the earth.
And that's when they spoke in different languages. Magiging universal nga yung church.
They had the same content. But they were able to express it in the different context of those gathered.
Yung mga language yung mga nandun.
Kasi nga, Shavuot, Pentecost, 50 days, is the harvest of wheat. Passover is the harvest of barley. Barley is food for the animals. But remember, the miracle of the 5 loaves and 2 fishes. the boy brought in barley loaves. It's also used for the bread of the poor.
Oh.
Yun ang ginamit ni Cristo to multiply. Pero after 50 days, so 40 days ng ating tinatawag na Lenten season is Passover. After Passover, Easter sa atin, 50 days after is called Pentecost.
Kaya Pente.
Pentagon,
Okay.
di ba? Hindi naman pentelpen. Pero ang mas mahalaga mo, 50 days after is 7 sets of 7. 49. Diba? 7 times 7, 49. Ano yung 50th anniversary mo? Golden Jubilee. It's parang the icing on top of the cake.
Okay.
If I want to celebrate the 50th, nawa, itong Shavuot na to, in the spirit of building up the church, alam niyo ibig sabihin? Sa Golden Jubilees niyo, you allow your gifts to be shared. Kasi, pag meron kang lupa, wag mong i-plow for that year. Allow somebody else to use it. The poor. Lasa ng lupa eh. So, ang tawag doon, follow. F-A-L-L-O.
Follow.
Leave it follow. Ang sabi ni Pope John Paul II, i-cancel lahat ng debts. Na, you know what happened? Only 25 poorest countries were canceled in the year 2000. But, may effect.
May effect.
So, ganun mga kapatid. Ang hirap to follow the Spirit kasi it connotes to really act upon love. But when you are spirited, when you are acting upon the Spirit, you will experience something you cannot measure. You cannot explain it.
So para siya, it's in you, itap mo lang.
Oo.
No?
Sayang kung hindi mo itatap.
Itap mo.
So you're just human. You're not divine. Di lalabas ang divinity from you. And ando siya, temple ka of the Spirit. So, ganun po. Happy Pentecost.
Happy Pentecost. Sa mga layminsters po, pula yung hood. Like, subscribe,
Share, of course.
and keep on asking Theo.